All right, we are live. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. Glad you could join us tonight. We are doing songs themed to love and colors. And to perform tonight's stream, I have a nice brightly colored shirt on underneath my jacket here. And I hope you enjoy tonight's show. Tonight will be a lot of cover tunes and not very many originals, because I don't have that many love songs in my repertoire. I have a few in some way or another, but there won't be a ton. Hope everything sounds okay. If you think something is wrong in the mix, there probably is. That's because I just had to adjust a few things and didn't really get a chance to do a proper sound check. But we're doing our best here, so thanks again for joining us. I'm going to start off with Windsong tonight. I see you dancing there. There's tension in your stares. If the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. So breathe it in, and so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, but breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me, let it run free. There's no shame, feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive. Feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, but now just let it flow from your depths into mine. So breathe it in, and so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, but breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance and to the soundtrack of your life. But so you know, if the tension ever grows, come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, but breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thanks again. That was Windsong. This is another wind-related song here. This one is by Ellis Paul. Let's see here. All right. We're gonna get this right, I promise. Somewhere in the middle there. All right, that'll be good. This is called Look at the Wind Blow. I'm only 17, but I want much more than the small town girl should bargain for. More than standing in one place, waiting for the next James Dean. I live in a town that's gripped in the Bible Belt, and I bared my back and I took the welt. Only pray to get out of here. Maybe someday I will find out if the world is green. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in the car and watch the street lights, stare at the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my for sale. Hey, and look at the wind blow. Now the life of the local beauty queen is tied to the captain of the baseball team. Got a baby on the way, at least that's what the kids are saying. And the wedding, I'm told that it must take place just to save both families from disgrace. But the whole town knows, you see, it ain't like she's not showing. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in the car and watch the street lights, stare at the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my for sale. Hey, look at the wind blow. Tommy Bates sits in his car and he waits for his girl at a Lucky's Diner. They're at the end of the loop and he's drinking soup while she puts on more eyeliner. I pass them once and I pass them twice and I pass them back again. They bought an old Range Rover from the next town over, and their headlights on, my friends. Yes, there's headlights on, my friends. There is nothing to do in this town at night but sit in the car and watch the street lights, stare at the window at the pizza joint. What's the point? I wish I could buy my for sale. Hey, and look at the wind blow. Hey, and look at the wind blow. Hey, and look at the wind blow. All right, thanks again. That was Look at the Wind Blow by Ellis Paul. This next song is by John Mellencamp. Once again, we're on the theme of love and colors tonight. We'll be playing a lot of love songs and a lot of songs that utilate colors in their themes and take it to what I believe is a great level. And this song is called Pink Houses. And you can take a wild guess why I thought the color was appropriate. This is part 3 of a 6-part series that we're doing leading up to Easter, closing out with a 2-parter, which is themed to death and new life. That'll be coming out on Saturday. Part 1 is going to be streaming on Saturday. And then the Monday after Easter, we're going to be streaming part 2. But before that, we're going to be streaming again tomorrow with a stream all about jokes and lies. It's the closest thing to an April Fool's Day episode that I'm ever going to do. I actually wanted to do, I had conceptualized in my mind doing this, an April Fool's stream that I would do. It would have been pre-recorded, but I'd be selling it as if it were live. I'd pretend I'd be getting tips from all these celebrities or whatever, you know. But I'm not enough of a comedian to really pull that off, so I decided to do a bunch of songs themed to jokes and lies instead. And that'll be tomorrow. That's when we will be doing that, and that'll be followed up by the Death and New Life streams coming up on Saturday and next Monday. And that's how we're going to be closing out this little series. But anyway, here is John Mellencamp's Pink Houses for you. There's a black man with a black cat living in a black neighborhood. He's got interstate running through his front yard. You know he thinks he's got it so good. And there's a woman in the kitchen cleaning up the evening slop. And he looks at her and says, "Hey darling, I can remember when you could stop a clock. Ah, but ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America something to see, baby? Ain't that America home of the free? Yeah, little pink houses for you and me. Yeah, for you and me." There's a woman in a t-shirt listening to a rock and roll station. She's got a greasy hair, greasy smile that says, "Lord, this must be my destination." 'Cause they told me when I was younger, said, "Boy, you're gonna be president." But just like everything else, those old crazy dreams just kinda came and went. Ah, but ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America something to see, baby? Ain't that America home of the free? Yeah, little pink houses for you and me. Oh yeah, for you and me. There's people and more people. What do they know? No. I go to work in some high-rise and vacation down at the Gulf of Mexico. And there's winners and there's losers, but they ain't no 'Cause a simple man, baby, pays for thrills, the bills, and the pills that kill. Ah, but ain't that America? You and me. Ain't that America? Something to see, baby. Ain't that America? Home of the free, yeah. Little pink houses for you and me. Oh yeah, for you and me. All right, that was Pink Houses by John Mellencamp. Big hit song for him. I'm going to do a song by a songwriter you probably haven't heard of. His name is Adam Crossley. He's from Nashville. And he wrote this song that became a minor hit on some indie stations. I think it's an incredibly beautiful song. It's called Beautiful World. I'll play it for you here now. Strawberry lips shining in the summer sun, canary tips glowing there for everyone. You fall asleep under the cherry tree. La 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 la, it's a beautiful world, we're all here. Your winter skin warming in the summer sun. We know within you will stay forever young. You fell asleep under the starlit sea. It's time to wake up, the moon is high above you. We're all here 'cause we love you. And when you finally open your eyes and ears, you'll see and you'll hear us sing. La 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 la, it's a beautiful world, we're all here. La 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 la, it's a beautiful world, we're all here. La 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 la, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world. You fall asleep under the starlit sea. It's time to wake up, the It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. All right, that was Beautiful World by Adam Crossley. I will continue with another song. This is another song that has colors very prominently themed. This is a really nice tragic love story written by Richard Thompson. This is called 1952 Vincent Black Lightning. Says Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. A girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you at the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. And he pulled her on behind and down to Box Hill they did ride. Says James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. But I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I've fought with the law since I was 17. I've robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. Now I'm 21 years, I might make 22. And I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McRae. For they've taken young James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Oh, come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. He said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. says, James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Greaves won't do. Ah, they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. But he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. He said, I've got no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride. That was 1952 Vincent Black Lightning by Richard Thompson. Great tune. Love it to death. Now I really have to tune this thing up after all the high capoing and everything. This next song is by John Denver, because of course. If you know me, you know I love my John Denver. This is yet another love song. This one's a little bit more optimistic and happy than that last one. But that's okay. Both of them are great songs. Well, thanks very much for coming out tonight. I see that Mrs. D is here. Thanks for coming. And as mentioned in the chat, I am getting back to in-person shows again for the starting in the month of April. The first one I'm going to be doing is on April 10th at Torn Valley Vineyards in Hillburn, New York. After that, it's going to be May 1st, as mentioned, at the Warwick Valley Winery in Warwick, New York. So if you're in the area, please mark your calendars and come on out to those shows. Both of them are going to be with my singing partner, Ronnie Caggiano, for our first couple shows of the year. So I hope you can join us for those. This is Annie's song. Senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you, let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like the walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come fill me again. All right, thanks again. And one more time, thank you very much for joining us. If you're enjoying the show so far, please leave a like on the video and share it with your friends. See if we can get some more people in here tonight. This is another pretty straightforward love song. Another one taken back all the way to the 70s as well. It's by another great singer-songwriter from the 70s. This is Dan Fogelberg with Longer. Longer than there have been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there have been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. Stronger than any mountain cathedral, truer than any tree ever grew, deeper than any forest primeval. I am in love with you. I'll bring fire in the winters, you'll send showers in the springs, we'll fly through the falls and summers with love from their wings. Through the years, as the fire starts to mellow, burning lines in the book of our lives, through the binding cracks and the pages start to yellow, I'll be in love with you. I'll be in love with you. Longer than there have been fishes in the ocean, higher than any bird ever flew, longer than there have been stars up in the heavens. I've been in love with you. I am in love with you. Thank you very much. That was Dan Fogelberg's Longer. I'm going to switch over guitars for the rest of the show. Hope you're enjoying it so far. We're going to move a little further into the color portion of the show, more so than we've been recently. This next one is a Bob Dylan tune. And I don't know if my good friend Joe Aiken is in here, but this is one of his favorite tunes. Almost every time I do an all-request show, he requests this one, and I pretty much have to do it for him. So this is Bob Dylan's When I Paint My Masterpiece. Oh, the streets of Rome are filled with rubble. Ancient footprints are everywhere. You can almost think that you're seeing double on a cold, dark night on the Spanish stairs. Got to hurry on back to my hotel room, where I got me a date with Botticelli's niece. She promised that she'd be right there with me when I paint my masterpiece. Oh, the hours I've spent inside the Coliseum, dodging lions and wasting time. Oh, those mighty kings of the jungle, I could hardly stand to see them. Yes, it sure has been a long, hard climb. Train wheels running through the back of my memory, while I ran on the hilltop following a pack of wild geese. Someday everything's gonna be smooth like a rhapsody when I paint my masterpiece. Sitting around the world in a dirty gondola, oh, to be back in the land of Coca-Cola. I left Rome and landed in Brussels on a plane ride so bumpy that I almost cried. Clergymen in uniform and young girls pulling muscles, everyone was there to greet me when I stepped inside. Newspaper men eating candy had to be held down by big police. Someday everything is gonna be different when I paint my masterpiece. Well, someday everything is gonna be different when I paint my masterpiece. All right, thanks again. That was Bob Dylan's When I Paint My Masterpiece. Here's a song that's new to my repertoire. I am learning a couple songs for all the themes of this week's live streams. With one of the themes being colors, I thought I would learn a song called Colors. This was written by Donovan, the same guy who wrote Catch the Wind and Mellow Yellow. This was from his early career, back when he was one of many Bob Dylan ripoffs. And I say that with respect. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Blue is the color of the sky when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Green's the color of the sparkling corn in the morning when we rise. In the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Mellow is the feeling that I get when I see her. When I see her, that's the time I love the best. Now freedom is a word I rarely use without thinking. Without thinking, of the time when I've been loved. All right, so that was Colors by Donovan. And finally, for the first time since the first song, we're going to get to an original tune here. This is Baltimore. The TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. I tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. The lucky ones sweat out the city jail. The others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood red trail. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. The jail van skids through these poor man's streets. Just let them have their fun. His hands are tied, his body's loose against this floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on. For Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks, wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. The names are stapled to our chests. We won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear your country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right. Back again with another prominently featured color in this song. I tell you which one, but that would give away the name of the tune. Let me take care of this for a second. All right. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping. You, brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, going down to the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hide behind the rainbow's wall, slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da, la-ti-da. So hard to find my way now that I'm all on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la Thanks again. Yes, that was Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Well, I'm glad you guys could join me tonight. I have 4 more songs prepared for you. I'm going to do this next one here. This is a Neil Young song. It's these expressions I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. To Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I've crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind, it's such a fine line that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Searching for a heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. You keep me searching and I'm growing old. Keep me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. All right, thanks again. That was Neil Young's Heart of Gold. And hello, Joe. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you are late, but need to post set list or I could be on time. Well, the thing is, Joe, sometimes I make the set list right before the show, so I can't really send it out. But unfortunately, you did miss When I Paint My Masterpiece and Brown Eyed Girl, so I apologize. We got 3 more songs left to do tonight, and whether you're late or not, thank you very much for tuning in. Our theme tonight was love and color. We play a variety of love songs and Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Joe. Again. Well, the show is archived on. It gets archived for a limited time on Facebook. So if you want to rewind, you can relive the moment. But nonetheless, thanks for tuning in, whether you were late or not. Our theme was Love and Colors. We played a bunch of love songs. We played a lot of songs that associate color into their themes and how they work. So I really love the themes for all of these songs that I've played tonight, including this one, which brings in all the aspects of the rainbow with it. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Oh, why can't well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the bright blessed day, the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you'll find me. Oh, son. All right, thanks very much. That was the medley of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and What a Wonderful World, as it was performed by the Hawaiian folk singer Israel Kamaka Vivo Ole. You may have heard that version in a bunch of different movies and TV shows over the past 20 years or so. I recommend looking up some of his other stuff. He has some very beautiful music and a very beautiful voice. I see my sister Kat is here tonight. Hello. I played this song. I played that song at her wedding, which is almost 2 years ago now. All right, I got two more for you. This next one was written by Dave Carter. This is Gentle Arms of Eden. On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, but not a voice to sing. So the moon shone on the breakers and the morning warmed the waves, till a single cell did jump and hum for joy, as if to say, this is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then the day shone bright and round her, till the one turned into two, and the two into 10,000 things, and old things into new. And on some virgin beachhead, one lonesome critter crawled, and he looked about and shouted out in his most astonished drawl, this is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then all the sky was buzzing and the ground was carpet green, and the weary children of the wood went dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when the field was glad with grain, this song of celebration from their cities on the plain. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Now there's smoke across the harbor, and there's factories on the shore, and the world is ill with greed and will and enterprise of war. But I will lay my burden in the cradle of your grace, and the shining beaches of your love, and the sea of your embrace. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Well, Thanks very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm playing one more song for you, then we're going to close it. We are running a little late tonight, and we actually started on time, which is rare for me. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed the show. If you're new here, thanks very much for joining us. My name is Kyle Hancherek. If you're interested in helping out the show that we do here, please leave a like on the video and share it with your friends. And I hope you guys will come back again sometime. If you're interested in providing any type of financial contribution to the show, you can go to my Patreon page up here on the top left, patreon.com/Kyle Hancherek, where you can get a monthly subscription for as little as $1 a month. If you want to leave a one-time contribution, you can go down to my PayPal page here, paypal.me/Kyle Hancherek, where you can give whatever you feel is noteworthy. If you're not able to give financially, that's perfectly fine. But anything you can give, whether it's money or just the support and the sharing, that's perfectly fine as well. It all helps. So I'll close out with this one here. This is How You Say Goodbye. Thanks again very much for joining us tonight. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes in a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. To answer your question, Laura, is how you say goodbye on the new album. It's on the previous album. that I put out called Breathe. And it's an acoustic version of that tune. So if you have that record, then you already have the song. If not, it's available on streaming, Apple Music, Spotify. It's also available on a physical CD. But right now the CD is only available for it on the in-person shows, so I'd have to do something special for you if you wanted the record. But well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out, all you guys. I'll do one last reminder. I do have a couple shows coming up. Tomorrow we're going to be live streaming again with the theme Jokes and Lies. It's the closest thing to an April Fool's show that I will do. And so I'm doing songs themed along that front. I already have a couple in mind. I have Joking by the Indigo Girls. I'm learning how to play that song. Lion Eyes by the Eagles. I'm learning how to play. Actually, I already know how to play that one. But I'm also going to be pulling out Anti-Man from the first record. I'm going to pull that out into the repertoire again for that show. And then to close off this whole big Easter stream series that we're doing, we're going to do a two-parter on Saturday and then next Monday. That's going to be called Death and New Life. So I hope you enjoy that. As for in-person shows, April 10th at Torn Valley Vineyard in Hillburn, New York, and then May 1st at Warwick Valley Winery in Warwick, New York. We'll be returning to those, so if you're in the local area, I'd be very happy if you guys came out and supported the show. But that's going to do it from me. Thanks again very, very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back again tomorrow for another stream, and I will see you then. Peace and love, you guys. See you later.